Are you ready to be truly frightened? We're about to dive into the darkest corners of the internet, into the chilling, real-life horror stories that will leave you sleeping with the lights on. These aren't just stories. They're documented events, shrouded in mystery and fear, that defy all rational explanation. So, buckle up, because tonight, we confront the unknown. We're about to journey into the heart of three of the scariest true stories of 2024. Our story takes us to Mosswood, Oregon, known for its breathtaking cliffs and fog-laden mornings. It was here that 22-year-old Emily Carter vanished. Imagine, it's 6 a.m., the sun barely breaking through the fog, and Emily is heading out for her daily jog. She always followed the same route along the cliff's edge, loving the crisp morning air and the waves below. But that morning was different. Emily ran straight into a mystery. Witnesses say the fog was particularly dense, rolling in quickly, blanketing the town in silence. Some say it felt different, heavier, almost alive. The fog closed in around her, swallowing her whole. As hours passed, panic washed over the town. Where was Emily? A search party scoured the cliffs, flashlights cutting through the dense fog. They called out her name, but there was no answer, only the cry of gulls and crashing waves. Days turned into weeks, and hope dwindled. The police hit dead end after dead end. No signs of a struggle, no witnesses, just silence. Emily had vanished, leaving behind a town gripped by fear. Some say the fog took her, haunted by something ancient. Others whisper about a shadowy figure seen on the cliffs. But the truth remains lost in the fog, a chilling reminder of the mysteries lurking beyond our understanding. The disappearance of Emily Carter remains an open wound, a warning to those who venture too close to the unknown. Our next story takes a sharp turn from the mist-shrouded cliffs to a seemingly innocent antique shop in Salem, Massachusetts. But don't let the charming facade fool you, because what we're about to uncover is anything but charming. This is a story about a dollhouse, but not just any dollhouse. This one, according to local legend, is a conduit to something dark and ancient, something that whispers to you in the dead of night. This dollhouse, with its intricately crafted rooms and eerily lifelike dolls, was brought to the antique shop by a frantic woman who claimed she couldn't keep it in her home another night. She said it was driving her mad, whispering to her, showing her things she couldn't explain. The antique shop owner, a skeptic by nature, brushed off the woman's claims as nothing more than an overactive imagination. He scoffed at the idea of a haunted dollhouse, thinking it would make a quirky addition to his collection. Oh, how wrong he was. From the moment the dollhouse entered the shop, things took a dark turn. Objects began to move on their own, seemingly shifting positions overnight. Footsteps echoed through the empty store after closing time, and an unnatural chill settled over the building, sending shivers down the spines of anyone who dared to enter. But it was the dolls that truly unsettled the shop owner. Their eyes, once dull and lifeless, now seemed to follow you around the room, their painted smiles taking on a sinister, almost predatory quality. And then there were the whispers. Faint, barely audible whispers seemed to emanate from the dollhouse, especially at night when the shop was empty. Customers claimed to hear their names being called, beckoning them closer to the dollhouse, drawing them into its web of mystery and fear. The shop owner, once a skeptic, found himself spiraling into a state of paranoia and fear. The dollhouse, once a source of amusement, had become his tormentor, a constant reminder of the darkness that lurked just beneath the surface of our world. Driven to the brink, the shop owner sought help from paranormal investigators, hoping to understand and ultimately rid himself of the evil that had taken root in his shop. What they found, however, was far more disturbing than anyone could have imagined. The dollhouse, they discovered, was not merely haunted. It was a beacon, a conduit to another realm, a realm inhabited by something ancient and malevolent. The whispers, the moving objects, the feeling of being watched, it was all real, and it was all connected to the dollhouse. To this day, the fate of the dollhouse remains unknown. Some say it was destroyed, its evil banished back to the shadows from whence it came. Others whisper that it resurfaced years later, in another antique shop, in another unsuspecting town, ready to weave its web of terror anew. This story serves as a chilling reminder that some things are best left undisturbed, that some doors are meant to remain closed, lest we unleash something truly terrifying into our world. Our final story of the night takes us to the decaying halls of Cranbrook Mental Hospital, an abandoned asylum shrouded in chilling tales and local legends. This place, once a beacon of hope for the mentally ill, is now a desolate wasteland of broken dreams and shattered minds, a place where the veil between our world and the next wears terrifyingly thin. Cranbrook holds a dark history within its crumbling walls, a history stained with suffering, despair, and unexplained phenomena. Locals tell of patients driven mad by unseen forces, of screams echoing through the empty corridors, and of a malevolent entity that roams the halls at night, forever searching for new victims to trap within its spectral grasp. The most enduring legend of Cranbrook centers around a former patient known only as the Weeping Woman. Legend has it that she was admitted to Cranbrook after witnessing the gruesome murder of her entire family, a trauma that shattered her mind, leaving her lost in a labyrinth of grief and madness. They say she wandered the halls of Cranbrook, her heart heavy with sorrow, her eyes perpetually filled with tears, her mournful cries echoing through the desolate corridors. But her sorrow, her anguish, it seemed to linger long after her physical body had passed. Visitors to Cranbrook, even the most hardened skeptics, have reported hearing her blood-curdling sobs echoing through the empty halls, her anguished cries seeming to emanate from the very walls themselves. Some claim to have seen her, a spectral figure in a tattered hospital gown, her long dark hair cascading down her back, her face obscured by a veil of tears. They say she roams the halls of Cranbrook, searching for solace, for peace, for an end to her eternal torment. But some whispers hint at a darker truth. They say the Weeping Woman isn't searching for peace but for company. Legend has it that she lures unsuspecting visitors to their doom, drawn to their warmth, their life force, desperate to fill the void left by her own shattered soul. Many have entered the decaying halls of Cranbrook seeking thrills, seeking answers, seeking to document the paranormal activity that plagues this forsaken place. But some never leave. Their fates remain a mystery, their disappearances adding another layer of terror to the already chilling legend of Cranbrook Mental Hospital. Is the Weeping Woman merely a figment of our collective imagination, a ghost story told to keep people away from this forsaken place? Or does she exist, trapped between worlds, her sorrow a palpable force that chills the air and sends shivers down the spines of even the bravest souls? The answer, much like the fate of those who have vanished within Cranbrook's walls, remains elusive, lost in the chilling silence of this haunted asylum. These stories, as chilling as they are, serve as a stark reminder that the world is a strange and mysterious place, filled with shadows and secrets that we may never fully understand. So the next time you find yourself scrolling through the internet, dismissing these tales as mere fiction, remember the stories we've shared tonight. Remember that sometimes, truth is stranger than fiction, and that some mysteries are better left unsolved. Sleep tight and keep the lights on. Whispered, sleep tight and keep the lights on. And don't forget to subscribe to Hill of Horrors for more spine-chilling tales.